Hey everyone, Jace here. Now that the Satisfactory journey is over, I wanted to make one more video sharing a few things. The first of which is that I wish to thank you all once again for your support throughout the Let's Play, those who watched the playthrough live on stream, but even also for the support over my years as a community manager for the game. I really appreciate it. The next thing I wanted to talk about is how fun the game was. This may be, to date, the best release game I've ever worked on. And while I love my personal game and I love working on Among the Wild, two things that I'm working on right now, it's going to be hard to top Satisfactory. I've spoken to others about this before, and I know that some other folks do share the same sentiment. I'm not alone in this. You know, to achieve this kind of success in a game like we had in Satisfactory is never something to be expected. There's a decent chance that that was my peak, and I'll never achieve anything as incredible as that again. Now, I think to some, this might sound like a bummer, but I assure you that to me, personally, it's liberating. It means I don't have to chase success any longer to be happy, because I've had an experience many folks in the games industry dream of. Who am I ever to complain if I don't have the opportunity to work on another smash hit title? I couldn't. And instead, what it means is that I can just do what I want. I can create what I want without desperately trying to succeed. That's not to say that I'm not striving for stuff. I'm committed to my game, which is proving to be challenging, but I've nowhere near given up. It's a project I love. It fills me with purpose and motivation, and it's the most fulfilling endeavor I've ever been on. I also am committed to helping my friends with Among the Wild as well, and it's a super fun project to work on, and there's super fun people to be around. But without Satisfactory, I believe I still would have had the itch to chase success, as I had all my life. And most of my life, I hadn't stopped to smell the roses, as they say. Because of this, there are so many things I'd missed out on. But now, I can stop to smell the roses. I mean, I could all along, but now I have allowed myself to. I'm immensely proud of what we created with this game. I was also so impressed by what the others achieved in the time between me leaving and 1.0 dropping. There aren't a lot of games that feel so comfortable to play, to stream, that have a community as cool as Satisfactory's, and that keep me playing for 400 hours. Last week, I released the final Let's Play video of Satisfactory, and as I said, I don't know if I will play Satisfactory again. However, that very same evening, or morning, at 3 a.m., I booted up the game again. There was no chat, no friends on Discord, no City Girl soundtrack playing in the background, just factory sounds. I was back in the game again, because I missed my factory. I wanted to see it again, and it had only been hours since I finished it, saying that I wouldn't play anymore. I walked around, I looked at everything I built. I saw within my factory stories everywhere. Places I had stupidly died, areas where old factories once stood. From my struggling iron factory to large monuments of my greatest accomplishments like the turbo fuel tower and my nuclear power plant. I could see myself crawl, walk, and run. I remember jokes that chat made in certain locations. That's what the game has left me with. It was a very bittersweet moment. It hurt to see everything again, knowing that I was saying goodbye to it, but it was also relieving. In my life, I've had many bittersweet moments. For example, when I sold everything I'd owned to move overseas to pursue game dev, to saying goodbye to people that mattered to me, to finishing amazing games knowing I'll never get to experience them the same way again. I'm looking at you, Outer Wilds. I love things that leave me with bittersweet memories because, to me, they feel like rich experiences. Particularly because they're not just good experiences. There's some bad in there too. And that's something I've learned to love and appreciate. And Satisfactory, to me, is an embodiment of that. I have so many emotions around this game. Many that we can all identify with as players of this amazing game. The satisfaction, the frustration. But also many that y'all might not identify with as much. As a programmer and community manager of this game, there's entirely another realm to the experience of working on this project that maybe isn't so obvious to most. And while it's not something I wish to talk about, just know that it's another dimension to the richness I feel associated with this game. I'm so glad that I streamed this playthrough and archived most of the VODs, and I'm so glad that I, along with my editor Mason, committed to finishing the edited down versions of the playthrough here on the main channel. Big thank you to Mason. Leave a "thanks Mason" helps a lot in the comments if you could. Because now, no matter what, we will always have those memories to look back on, even if memory fails us one day. Thank you again, everyone, for following along. I really, really appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.